So here it is. Finally got here after a week. Ordered it from what looked like to be an American website, but it was shipped from China. So that took about around 7 days. So this is the Air CX3 motorcycle, RC motorcycle, 110 scale. And I believe this is the second generation. That is a little newer than the first one. Like that was like 7 years ago, I think, when it first came out. And now they have even a brushless version, and then the Mars. This is CX3 Air, and there's a Mars. Mars is better. They have better electronics. They have steering is better, but I like this one for the size. I can probably play it in my backyard or in the track that I make if the steering angle is good enough. So here are the components. This is supposed to be ready to run, and of course, this is a TPU or rubber, so it's pretty good. I have a Supermoto one, and they are hard body, so that, or Lexan, so that one is already cracked everywhere. But this remote is nothing special, because it has different steering, so it doesn't have the sensitivity for steering and all the USB goods, and I think extra parts, spare parts for the head, probably where it gets the most impact. And this is it for the box. So now box is out of the way, and let's take out the goods. Only 7.9. So this is the motorcycle, and they do have a stand for it. Okay, there's a protective film. And it's actually pretty nice, quite sturdy for $125 nowadays. For around 100 and 150, you get a lot of value for the RC compared to before. Like even a few years ago, you can't really get a very good quality one for under 150 or 200. So the RC transmitter, and then let's look at the manual first. Installation, I mean, all those are installed. I believe you just have to install the relay bar, I mean, not the relay bar, the sidebar, and some of the decals ready to run. Yeah, let's do that. These kind of USB charger, they're very common, and I have already maybe 3 of those already from other RCs that are around the same price range. Accessory, so they come with 1 extra or 2 extra pairs of rollers, some body clips, and the wheel just dropped. I mean, if you compare this 110 scale to a smaller one I bought, this actually, they're quite similar. The gyro is in the wheel, and then the spins. I think this one is the same thing, belt driven. This one is gear, and you just lean. Same thing. You can, but the steering is quite sloppy on this, and you really have to get it moving for it to turn. But for 25 bucks, it's not bad. So you have set screws on this. You have set screws on the inside. Does it come with set screws? Yeah. So these are not spare parts. They only have one set. So don't lose them. Those oil filled shocks. It feels like it. Quite damp. See, it's actually a little slow. And then the front, it feels like it's oil too, but probably friction. Yeah, for scale, it's pretty nice. And for the bigger one, I believe they do have active calipers that they break from the actual caliper itself. So those are a little better. They're not that much more, maybe like $40 more, like 170, they're 180, and this one is 125. But for me, I just can't have something that size. So I need some tweezers, and it would be nice if they have like a photo of what this bike looks like. But probably I can do that on their website. Be right back. Okay, so I've taken off some of the fairings. The main body fairings are held by 2 screws, one on each side, and then the top is by a clip. So I took those off, and I pulled up their website, so just to have an idea how to apply the decal. So let me do that right now. And I got myself some tweezers. So for decals, you might want to spray some rubbing alcohol on just to clean off the surface a little bit. Rubbing alcohol, let it dry. Same for the body. Well, the body you don't really need to, because never mind, because there's a protective film on there, so you don't really need to wipe it down if it's actually clean on the inside. Yeah, it's actually pretty clean, so we don't have to do that. We don't have to wipe that down. But first, let's do the motorcycle, the rider. I haven't applied decal for many years now. I think the last time I did it was with the Tamiya 240Z, because most of Tamiya's products you have to assemble them yourself. So I'm sure there are other products that help you with the application, like to soften the decals and make it stick a little better. Because especially for this kind of Chinese ones, they're not cut perfectly, so a lot of times they're stuck on the backing. So not the best at applying here, but just to see the placement. Yep, I think it's just around there. Yeah, I'm a motorcycle rider myself, and this model looks like a Yamaha R1 or the R6s. So that's what I have, and it looks pretty cool. But mine is not in blue, mine is in black. So not doing the best at applying decals, but they do stick on quite nicely now. Yeah, pretty nice. Of course, there are some wrinkles. I think you need to use some softener to make it apply easier. But this is not a show bike, and I feel like the first thing that's gonna hit is the head. So just gonna casually apply this. And Xrider, I believe they used to be a hobby wing. This bike is pretty much like a hobby wing version that was discontinued, and maybe they got licensed or they just renamed it. So pretty much it's the same bike. And this is like a second generation, so the chassis is carbon fiber. The first one is plastic. And a lot of times I don't know if that actually makes a difference, because I would rather have better steering than having a really stiff chassis. Oh, this thing overlapped. Let's see, is it overlap on the photo? Yes, they do overlap. It's interesting. Yeah, I don't really like that, so I'm just gonna cut that off, the overlapping part. Okay, that looks better. And just make sure everything just stays on. And then now the top, wipe it down again. And it goes like that. Yeah, the thing is, RC motorcycle is not very big, especially there are not that many people that have it and make them. The market is not there, and there are no competition. So no one is actually making new ones, other than like really small companies that cater to those who are into it. And they're very expensive compared to this. Those are more like hobby grade. This is almost hobby grade, close to hobby grade. But I feel like if you do a little bit of upgrade and modification, you can make this handle really well. So there is the rider, and we're gonna do the bearings now. To the back, things that's protected film too. Usually for this kind of application, I wear gloves, the rubber gloves, and so I don't leave any oil or fingerprint on the body to make things a little easier. And I might just hold on to this stem on the bottom while I apply the decals. So number 9 in the back. Start with that. Supposed to be. Let's see. Number 9 is it straight? Yeah, straight. Right there. On both sides. And I'm already charging the battery. Oh, a little tilted. And just a plastic wrap here. Let me fix this real quick while it's not all the way on. Amateur move. Yeah, because if you have like water, I don't know if this one works, but usually it helps with the glide. Right? It's alright. I'll pay more attention later. So CX3 Air in the side, on the side. The thing with their website is they keep moving their photo, so you have to keep clicking back. It doesn't stay still. It's like a slideshow. You can say I'm doing a crap job here, but it's not too bad as long as it stays on. So let's see where this one goes. On the side of the tank. I feel like you're just advertising for them. Since this is not a licensed vehicle or licensed product, they cannot use actual like Yamaha or any kind of name on their branding other than their own. Where's this scratch? Oh, this is not painted on that side. So tank slapper. Yeah, there are not that many reviews on this bike, so I'm assuming this should be good or halfway decent. But no expectation for price like this. Oh no, sticky. Let's see how to do this. Oh, like that. Alright. Looks pretty clean to me. Tank. I mean, I should be taking this even slower than right now, but I kind of just want to ride this, play with this bike here, so I'm not doing a very precise work here. But I believe this bike is going to get scratched anyway. So the side is done from what I'm seeing. And now moving on to the body. So now body is a lot nicer, so since the rider is not on there, I have to be more careful with my decal placement. So let's do the front. Let's take a look. Okay. That came out smoothly. Should be right. Let's find a center point. Not doing good. I feel like the decal for this one is not printed in the center. Like the number is not completely center, so I might have to go a little lower. Alright, I'm just gonna align it with the windshield. So when you're trying to be extra careful, you're actually making it worse. Okay, so the decals are done. It didn't take that much longer after I cut the video, and they look okay. It's not the best. I mean, it's probably one of my worst decal jobs, but since it's on the black body, it's not too bad. So now you're just gonna apply the body onto the fairing, the seat. You just clip this one. It comes with an extra clip. Just clip it on there, and now the body will stay on to the fairing. And before I do that, since you're probably not gonna take this off again, let me wipe this down with some detailing spray, so it will be more anti-static, since it will be on my shelf, most likely collecting dust. But that's what I'm trying to. It really helps with the dusting when you wipe some of them off. It doesn't have as much static or dust that sticks on there. I think I mentioned that in my other video. I always try to ceramic coat my RCs, or at least have some protective spray, and they will last a long time. And even just coming back from playing with it, and I have this air blower, you just blow it for a few times after you coat it, all the dust will come right off. So highly recommend it if you want something that's easier, less maintenance, just one time, and it'll last a long time. Here for a long time. So this one only has one hole in there. Aim for the hole. Just shove it in. Nope. Don't force it. There you go. Push it down. Next. This is belt driven. I don't think I've showed the mechanism of inside yet. But the connector is here. Just make sure all the gearing is very smooth. And the battery is done. It's fully charged. And I think probably like 20-30 minutes at most. And I did it before when I was recording. And it's held on by this rubber band, which is not ideal. But it is pretty tight. And it's connected. I think it was around the body, so hopefully it doesn't hit the motor if I go around the body. And then this way, make sure it's off. The off is under the seat. And I'm probably not gonna take this plug off. Just leave it on there. Try to figure out all the wiring away from any moving parts. And then this one, I might be able to shove it in here. Because what I want to do is just take this connector out without taking the body off when I want to recharge it. So now we're gonna do the back end. And this is clipped on. Oh, maybe I should do the front first. Yeah, this is looking nice. That's pretty cool. Scale. So I think it's the shorter screw. Short screws or long screws. Short. Yeah, I can punch a hole. So the screw hole is actually under the decal, so you can easily push the screw in. And then screw on the body. A few turns and done. Another end. Same thing, just push it. Push it real good. Push it. Push it. Push it real good. See, there you go. Push it. And then screw it on quite easily. Just few turns, not over tightening. Nice. Nice. And now do the set screw. There's no notch on this, so guess you just have to put it in no specific way. And sometimes they have a notch when it comes to set screws or the bar. The nephews are crying outside because they're trying to get a haircut. And you know kids, they hate getting a haircut. And they're only 3 years old. His birthday is this weekend. And I'm gonna bring this RC to his birthday because he loves RC. That's like one of his favorite things to do, even though he can't really play, but this thing looks cool enough for him. Just gonna tuck the wire in. Hopefully that works. Yeah, kind of works. I'll see if it comes up, or maybe I'll should do it on the other end. Yeah, I'll just do it on the very end. Yeah, everything is like a little too close to what I'm comfortable with, like all the moving parts when it comes to like wiring. And now you bring that edge back, bring it back, and then clip it. It's actually pretty small, tight space too. Tight space. There are 2 holes. Let's try the smaller one, the long one. The normal end. Yep, there you go. And then the front is floppy flop. What is this? Am I supposed to put a screw in the front too? I feel like I should put a screw here since there's a screw hole. But it doesn't say. Fix the body post with R clip or screw, but I guess I don't have R clip. Or Kelly. Guess I'll just use this screw. Oh, nope, doesn't work. A little too long. So I guess you just put it his hand on the handlebar, and I guess that's how you secure the top. You can actually push it all the way here. Did I actually push it all the way? Okay, no, go all the way in. What is this? Triple. Oh, this is the brake caliper. Not a real one, but okay, that's good. Okay, final product. Nice. Looking for bikes like this, even put it on the shelf. It looks pretty good. I'm just gonna put all the spare parts back out. Yeah, I mean, some people who are into RC motorcycle, they have different scale. I think 1/5, 1/10, 1/8. I mean, those are huge, and they go like 45 miles an hour, and that's pretty crazy. Especially for RC cars, you go 45, and they're already very hard to control. Maybe that's just me and my skill, but I'm not racing here. And let's see how to do this. Is it? Oh, what in the world? That's a new one. Oh, it's AAA. I also have that. Okay. Does it tell you? Oh, so the inside tells you. Plus, negative, pause and negative. Even the cap tells you. Just do here. Okay. That's pretty cool. You slide it in. Press this, slide it in. Feels a little janky. Like, the plastic doesn't feel that good. Did I install it right? Is it this way? Oh, it's this way. My bad. Alright. Oh. Ding ding. Alright, let's turn this on. Turn it on button. It's on? Oh, yep. Oh. Let's see. Trim. Steering. Okay. It looks like it can turn left more than turn right. Maybe I'm wrong. So you can hear it's the gyro inside the wheel. You just have to spin it for a little bit. And now you can hear it. And it's just stand by itself. It's pretty good. And then it goes quite fast. And it breaks really fast too. I mean, the scale is on. Everything looks quite nice. Yeah, it looks pretty good. I do a video of me testing this in my backyard. Oh, is that preload on the spring? Oh yes, it does. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. Yeah, it can lean quite far down too. But I'm not sure why. Do I secure the pegs? The legs on the pegs too? Maybe I do. Yeah, I think so. Yeah. So I have to secure the legs, of course. Oh, that person is gonna fly. We gotta stay. What? Fly. Stay, fly. Tiny nuts. Hold the nut down with my finger. Hold the nut with your finger. And then screw the legs onto the fairing. Probably doesn't have to be too tight. I'm gonna squeeze it. Squeeze. Can you squeeze? Cannot feel you squeezing. Okay. On this end is a little close to the gear, so so I might flip the screw around. Let's see if it's gonna touch the gear first. Yeah, it's gonna touch the gear, so let's flip the screw. It also suggests that you use a clip, and I think that is an easier option than using a long screw like this. But I think if your hand tightens is fine, because it's gonna be hard to screw it from the inside. Use a screwdriver on the inside. Yeah. Even if you try to tighten it too much, the rubber is not gonna pull out. So okay, that's better. The legs are in. Dang, that looks like a professional rider. Just a little heads up. You just gotta look up. How are you gonna see looking down? Like that. Yeah. Nice. Okay, there. That's it. I'll record a video of this running. See ya.